Happy Friday, Muskie. Summer break is only a week away. I'm Allie Martin.
And I'm Erin Kirby, and this is Xavier News.
From the Xavier University Television Studio, this is Xavier News.
There's only 2 more days till the well-renowned Flying Pig Marathon. Runners say the marathon is one of the most popular races in the runner world, with participants coming from every state in nearly 24 countries. And this year, a record number of entries are preparing to bring home the bacon. Registration is up to 5.9% over the last year's milestone figures, and one event, the Skyline Chili 3-Way Challenge, featuring the 5K, 10K, and half marathon, has already reached its cap. The pig otherwise remains consistent from relying on 6,000 volunteers to host 200-plus charities that use the marathon weekend for fundraising. The pig was created with fundraising in mind and has helped charities raise more than $13.7 million since its inception.
Bud Light is backpedaling after printing a label saying, quote, "the perfect beer for removing no from your vocabulary for the night," end quote. This obviously sparked concerns about alcohol-fueled rape culture. The brewer said it intended the label to be a fun way of invoking the ongoing Up for Whatever advertising campaign in which young drinkers say yes to trying new things. Not many customers took it this way, and many commenters agreed that Bud Light had gone too far. In a statement posted on the Bud Light website, President Alex Lambrich said, quote, "We created more than 140 scroll messages intended to encourage spontaneous fun. It's clear that this message missed the mark, and we regret it. We would never condone disrespectful or irresponsible behavior," end quote. Sadly, Bud Light is still the nation's best-selling beer.
Ohio Governor John Kasich signed a bill Thursday allowing cities to create open container districts, but a possible drinking zone in the banks won't be ready in time for the MLB All-Star Game after all. However, under the law, cities or townships of more than 35,000 people are allowed to establish 1 or 2 outdoor drinking zones. You'll be able to buy alcohol from bars in the district and stroll around the outside. The vision would be to create a Bourbon Street or Beale Street in cities such as Cincinnati.
Chinese scientists say that they have discovered a new dinosaur species with bat-like wings that sheds light on how dinosaurs may have evolved into birds. Based on a fossil specimen discovered in Chinese Hebet's Province a decade ago, scientists estimate the bird-like dinosaur existed for a very short time, 160 million years ago during the Jurassic period. The flying creature weighed about 230 grams and was 63 centimeters in length. Unlike other bird-like dinosaurs, its wings are made from membrane like a bat's rather than composed of feathers. Thanks to a robust economy, China has become a major center for dinosaur discovery and research.
In recent years, the fast-growing popularity of solar panels has intensified a central challenge: how to use the sun's energy when it isn't shining. Now, Tesla Motors, the maker of luxury electric sedans, says it is taking a big step toward meeting that challenge with a fleet of battery systems aimed at homeowners, businesses, and utilities. The company's attack into the solar storage market will include rechargeable lithium battery packs that can mount to a home garage wall, as well as battery blocks large enough to smooth out fluctuations in the grid.
Last evening, the electronic media senior class premiered our final short films projects at the annual screening. Here's a blooper reel and some funny moments of our shoots that didn't make the final cuts.
Knock, knock.
Mom! Either knock or don't knock, but don't say the words knock, knock.
Recording? Shit, wait.
Oh. Jeez.
The mic fell off. The mic fell off.
Deaf.
But Your Honor, Minnie's crazy.
What do you mean she's crazy?
She's fucking goofy.
Momentum is growing across the country, and demonstrators have spread since the Baltimore protest Tuesday over the death of Freddie Gray. Marchers are taking to the streets to support Baltimore protesters and to complain that police brutality is a problem in their own towns. Gray died from spinal cord injuries on April 19th, a week after being arrested by Baltimore police. Demonstrators have unfolded in Boston, Chicago, Denver, Houston, Minneapolis, New York, Washington, and Ferguson. In New York, 143 people were arrested Wednesday night as several hundred people met in Union Square for what was billed as a, quote, NYC Rise Up and Shut It Down with Baltimore rally, end quote. New York police were out in force pushing protesters back. Police used zip ties to restrain on nearly 24 people in the streets after a small scuffle.
If you're looking to take a trip to Las Vegas sometime soon, CVG has good news for you. New nonstop flights were added yesterday to the airport. Some of these include daily flights to Atlanta and Fort Myers, 7 weekly flights to Fort Lauderdale, 2 daily flights to Las Vegas, and more. There will be further services to be scheduled and released next week.
That's all from this desk. Good luck with finals and have a great summer break. Up next is Andrew Tanner with the semester's last sports report.
Xavier fans, and welcome to the last edition of the Xavier Sports Report this semester, my last report. I'm Andrew Tanner. Let's get right into the action and then call timeout for summer. Over 150 Xavier student athletes were honored for excellence in academics and athletics, as well as in the community at the 23rd Annual All Honors Day program. Members of each XU team were honored at the event, including the athlete with the highest cumulative GPA of the year. Honored athletes included Matt Stainbrook, Corey Ward, Shane Crutchfield, and swimmers Armando Moss and Maddie Day. In addition to individual academic success, the team with the overall highest GPA was also honored. Women's golf collected that award after posting the highest average in both the spring and fall 2014 semesters. And the awards keep coming in for women's golf. Crutchfield was named to the All Big East team for the second straight season yesterday. She led the Muskies in scoring and finished 9th at the Big East tournament 2 weeks ago. She led the team with a 75.25 scoring average over 28 holes, finishing in the top 10 in 6 of her events. She was a top 30 finisher in 9 of 10 starts, and during a strong fall season last fall, she finished second with a career low of 70 at the Yale Invitational and finished no lower than 29th overall throughout the spring season. For the Stain train, here's the Shane train. Congrats to Shane, and good luck to women's golf team next season. Now let's get back to the Diamond, where XU baseball is still at it. The team returns for a homestand against Dayton today, and then an away game up 75 against Alabama A&M this weekend. Xavier's coming off a series loss to Georgetown last weekend and has a bye for league play this weekend. The Flyers are 12-30 on the season and just 2-11 on the road, while Alabama A&M enters the weekend about 500 at 25-24, riding a 3-game winning streak. And Xavier really could have used that win against the Hoyas. Let's hope the team can turn around their season because they're only 2-10 in the Big East. Next, a new addition to the Xavier Sports Report, something we don't talk about much. Let's get running and talk about some track and field. The Muskies will travel to the Rankin-Pullen Invitational at Purdue University this weekend, their final meet before the Big East Championship. And junior Mercedes Oliver is expected to bring in the points in the hammer throw events. The Cleveland native holds the school record for the event and the fourth best mark in the conference this season. Margaret Berry will get going to run the 100-meter and 200-meter. She's coming off an injury. Sydney Larkin is also expected to qualify strongly in the 400-meter. Her 58.41 season best time ranks fourth in the Big East. And only the men's and women's hammer throw will compete today. They will begin in just a short time at 3 p.m. Saturday, tomorrow, it begins at 10 a.m. and it's going to conclude around 5 o'clock. And some fun event that's going on campus that the athletes are doing, they held a thankathon last week from April 20th to the 23rd, calling All for One Fund members to show their gratitude and support Xavier Athletics. Over 100 student athletes made over 1,000 phone calls during the event. Members from all 18 teams participated. The student athletes also sent out 650 handwritten letters to Xavier supporters to thank them for their support. If you would like to learn more about the All for One Fund and how you can help the athletes experience, visit goxavier.com. There's a phone number you can call there. Finally, one last quick Bengals update. The first round of the NFL draft was last night. Bengals had the 21st pick. They went offense with tackle Cedric Aboye from Texas A&M. He will be groomed as Andrew Whitworth's long-term replacement likely, but he will not play right away. He suffered an ACL injury in Texas A&M's bowl game. And that's all for this edition of the Xavier Sports Report. Good luck to all our athletes this weekend. Congrats to all the seniors, including me, and I also want to thank another senior, Caitlin Summers, for making the sports graphics. I'm Andrew Tanner, and for everyone here at the studio, enjoy the games. Good luck with finals next week. Have a fun and safe summer break. Xavier News, we'll see you in the fall.